All right, what's going on, Tycoons? Super excited for today's video. We are going to be taking a look at three stocks. Okay, we're going to be looking at BNGO, Bionanogenomics. All right, we're going to take a look at SNDL, Sundial Growers. And of course, we're going to take a look at XELA. Okay, lovely XELA. All right, so why don't we go ahead and start there? Now, the purpose of this video is not financial advice. Okay, take that, remember that. But I am going to give you guys my opinions and strategies going forward. Okay, I really think that small caps are in a good buy zone now. Okay, I mean, if we look at this time last year, like February of last year, okay, XELA was trading at $3. Right now, it's at 47 cents. Okay, so huge discount. If you think XELA is going to be a company that's around 5 years from now, 5, 10 years from now, these are juicy investment opportunities. Now, of course, February, keep in mind, February is historically always bad. Okay. So, February is pretty much typically always bad for the stock market in general, not so much penny stocks and small caps, right? But just kind of be prepared if in February, especially with the inflation talks in February and March and interest rates and all that, if we do see some more bleeding in these small cap stocks. All right. So what you want to do is you want to start a position size. If you have $1,000, if you have $10,000, right, 100,000, what you want to do is start accumulating, right, 10% at a time. Okay, because these are really great long-term investment prices. If the company is still going to be a successful business 5 to 10 years from now, right? Of course, it should be trading much higher. And, of course, if you want to sell for profit in between then, maybe to, put some of those profits in something else that's on sale on a discount, right? Then you can do that, of course. But basically, we're looking at the 3-year weekly chart right now. So we have a support level at 0.258 that we have not tested since the year 2019. All right, so we're in 2022 now. We are most likely going to test that level. Okay, so we're going to zoom in a little bit closer now to the daily chart. All right, and you can see here on the RSI, super extremely oversold. Okay, we came down to like 10 on the RSI, which is just an indicator of like oversold and overbought. Right below this red line is that I have a RSI tutorial in the top right hand of this corner of this video. Go ahead and watch that if you want a little bit of strategy and help on how to use the RSI. But yeah, so XELA recently hit lows of 34 cents, and today it's up 47 cents. So if we zoom in even more to like a 1-hour chart, okay, you can see that small caps are starting to recover. All right. That's 38% profits right there, that it's up from the lows of yesterday at 34 cents. Now, nobody's a perfect trader. Okay, so you're not going to come in here and be able to buy XELA at 34 and then come up here and sell at 47. That's just not realistic, right? This is what I mean by add 10% of your position. If you're adding 10% here, 10% down here, you still have 80% of your money to accumulate, but you have 20% invested. So now you can say, okay, well, hey, do I want to take some of those profits right here, because I think that we're going to, come back down to 25, basically, so that's kind of a strategy I would look and implement to trade or long-term invest in any of these. Now, of course, you can sell puts, right? You can do covered calls, cash secured puts, things like that. I have tutorials on those as well in my video or on my channel. Okay, I have a whole playlist for strategies and tutorials. So let's go ahead and dive into the next stock we're going to look at. Is going to be XELA, or SNDL, and SNDL has done pretty well. So if you look here, we're looking at the 1-hour chart. The first thing you can see is this blue box, this bright blue box, and there's a text note under it. It says gap to fill at 40. Okay, I'll go ahead and make this bigger so you guys can read it. Gap to fill at 40 cents. We came down and look exactly where we hit the lows, 40 cents. Okay, I've been charting this gap. This gap has been here for a long time, guys, way before any of the rallies from last year. This gap down to 40 cents has been coming, and I've been very patient. So I actually bought a leap. I bought a contract for SNDL, which I'll show you guys. Leaps are really great if you have some bullish conviction on something. What I did is bought a very close to the money leap. So I bought the 0.5 contract for January of 2024, basically meaning that I think SNDL is going to be above 50 cents in the year, or but at the time of expiration in January 19th, 2024. So if SNDL happens to go up to $2 or $3 in between that time period, that option contract is going to be deep in the money and, be worth a lot of money. So those are good leaps to look at as well. That is another investment strategy that I'm looking at. Okay. So, an option contract gives you the leverage to buy 100 shares, right? So basically you're paying $25 right now for the leverage to purchase 100 shares at 50 cents, no matter what the price of SNDL is, January 19th of 2024. Now, I may let these expire in the money, right? Or I may choose to sell these for profit before the expiration date, right? It really just depends. But personally, leaps like these are really, really great. And if SNDL continues to fall lower, right, you can continue to purchase these contracts for really cheap. You can end up purchasing them for 20 bucks, 10 bucks, 15 bucks, $5, right? Potentially. And, that holds a lot of leverage in the future, right? It's a really cheap way to hold the leverage of owning 100 shares, right? That's what leaps are. So, I really do like SNDL for some leaps, along with all the other stocks that I've been showing you guys. XELA is another one. And then last but not least, we're going to go ahead and take a look at BNGO. All right. BNGO had 2 daily gaps to fill. All right. I've been very patient on BNGO. I was super tempted when we were trading up in this period here at these levels and we were rallying. I mean, we were going from $5 to $6, 20% moves. I was like, oh wow, maybe now I need to go ahead and purchase all those long-term shares, but I'm glad I didn't. And I just day traded and swing traded a couple options. We came back down to fill the gap at 350, and we have this gap down to fill at 163 left. All right. So in my previous BNGO video, I gave you guys the bullish divergence, right? So that was basically this trend line right here made a lower low, and then the RSI made a higher low. That's what's known as bullish divergence. And if you notice, it went from 253 to 305 within 2 days after that. So that was a nice little pop. And then, I tried to warn everybody, hey, we're going to drop more, basically. We have this gap down to 163. So I would be a little patient, okay, on all of these. You don't have to start buying anything now. If you're dying to buy something because for some reason you just need to buy stocks to feel good about yourself or feel good, it's not a bad time, right? What could have been and right now would have been a bad time is if you had bought a few months ago at all-time highs, right? Or at recent highs. Now you're hurting a lot. So hopefully none of you guys are in that position. And now is really when you want to actually start paying attention to these. Okay. Remember, February and March could be bad for the stock market, and you could see these small cap stocks bleed even more. All right. So be prepared for it. Don't go all in right now, but it is a very good long-term investment price right now. Okay. It is. I mean, some of these companies, if you believe in their fundamentals and you believe in the area that they're in, like genomics, the DNA sequencing, I'm really bullish on that field, right, over the next 5 to 10 years. Cannabis. I believe cannabis will be fully legalized in the US in the next 5 to 10 years, possibly sooner, right? So that's basically kind of why I'm making this video, to kind of help you guys figure out what's going on with all of these stocks. Is it time to buy right now? And is it going to keep going lower? So yeah, I do think a lot of these are going to keep going lower, but it's not a bad time to start getting your feet in the game. There's definitely a lot of day trade possibilities with how bad everything has been dropping. You can definitely catch a nice day trade or swing trade up, right? You just have to be paying attention. And the key thing is to set a profit, set a price target that you want to sell at, and sell at that price target, and you will be one step closer to being a successful trader. Okay. 90% of people fail in the market because they give up. What it takes is consistency, and all it takes to be consistent is set a realistic price goal and get better at that, right? If you can make 1% a day, right, every day trading stocks, you can get 200% returns on the year. Okay, so think about that. So, why don't you start small? And for a year, why don't you, start with 1,000? Why don't you start with $10,000, whatever your budget is, and see if you can get a 1% a year, or I'm sorry, 1% a day. If you can get 1% a day and take profit on that 1% every day, that's going to compound to 250% profits over the to like 200% profits over the year, right? Not even including compounding, just saying if you started off with the same 1,000 and got 200% on it, right? You would have $3,000 at the end of the year. You pay some taxes, and then boom, you still have money left over. You made over $1,000 on your money. So that's how I want you guys to kind of look at things, right? Just some different perspectives. And if you found anything useful, please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. You can join the Options Trading Tycoons Discord and trade with us. The link to join our Discord is going to be in the description below. If you use code Zachly, like the channel name ZachlyTrades, you'll get a discount on the membership. Okay, so thank you guys for watching, and I'm out.